You are tuned into the Void Podcast.
Welcome to the Void Podcast. I'm your host, Lewis Lockhart, and today I have a few guests. We got DJ Levi, Two Phones Jones, and a new guest to the podcast, Mr. Evan McCoy.
It's great to be here.
It is indeed. So today we got a huge deal, little trick going on today. Nice little special event, if you will. Last podcast, I teased it at the end. Today we're bringing it. We worked really hard to get this done. We had a lot of hiccups, a lot of obstacles to pass over, but we're going to bring it to you. But first, we're going to talk about our day today. Because we had a good day. We went to a place called LOL Nachos in Tallahassee. If you've never been, you've heard of it. It's a comedy club that sells Mexican food. Let's talk about it.
Well, I don't think Lou's ever going to make the mistake again of getting the hot sauce there. Because I will tell you, I had a little bit of it, and I am telling you right now, folks, it is murder on the old plumbing. It is not.
In my defense, they warned me.
They did warn him.
And I blew it off. I said, that hot? You mean not hot? Give it to me spicy. I regret it.
Well, it was also false advertising. They didn't say it was Carolina Reaper sauce. They just said hot sauce. So, well, I can't wait until 5 a.m. hits and I'm just in a wheelchair because I can't walk.
Professor X over there.
How many trips I've made to the bathroom. So, yeah. Well, great place, though.
Well, because the thing is, whenever a place says they have hot sauce, you don't really think it's that hot if you're into hot sauce. You just think, all right, it's going to be a little burn. I'm okay with that. No, this is legitimate hot sauce. They want to hurt you.
And the complete description of all this is exactly why I don't like spicy food.
I thought you were a spicy fan.
No.
I love spicy food, and even this was hot. This was pretty hot.
Nope.
The tacos were good, though. Burrito's good.
The burrito was good, too.
They had fish tacos, too, which is crazy.
Yeah, those seem pretty good, but...
Is it messed up that I like fake Mexican food? And by that,
what does that mean? Like Taco Bell?
Taco Bell?
Yeah. What I mean is I like our interpretation of it better than actual Mexican food. Like, is that bad? Even though like another local place in Tallahassee, El Patron. Good
I mean,
food.
heard of that place.
It is very good.
Is that another Mexican place?
It's authentic.
It's the best Mexican.
It's authentic Mexican
Wasn't there a
food.
shooting at El Patron?
There was a shooting there, but you know.
I'm just saying, you just like, you wear a bulletproof vest. You're all right, man.
I'll take the taco, extra lead.
They had these yardstick margaritas there, and they're like, they're pretty good. They get you drunk.
I took my cousin there for his birthday. We had because El Patron, we had the Patron. He got really drunk, and they put the big ass Mexican hat on him.
The sombrero.
Yeah, the sombrero, and he tried to steal it, so it was incredibly funny.
Romero Sombrero. That's a cool
and
superhero name.
Can we
Coming
make
to
that
Saturday mornings near you.
Donate to our Twitter, and we'll make that happen.
Yeah, I will wear a sombrero in air, even though
And
you
a
can't see
Camaro.
it. Yeah, and I'll drive a Camaro with it. Lewis's white Camaro.
Not mine. But yeah.
No, you have to go to test. You have to test drive a Camaro
And just
wearing a sombrero.
and then never bring it back. Just drive off.
But you got to dent up the front of it real good first. Like, sorry. I'm sorry.
Drive it right into a GTA San Andreas spray paint shop, and then just come out.
What's wrong with that?
But so yeah, we went to LOL Nachos, which is a comedy club that sells Mexican food. Very good. Let's give what would you rate it? Well, I'm going to go ahead and say food. I haven't gone to a comedy show. I'm going tomorrow night. I think you guys should.
And he's planning on doing is open mic?
I don't think it's open mic, but he said, I don't know if it was jokingly, but he said he's going to pull me up there. I hope that's a joke because I really don't have anything.
We're talking stand-up comedy from Lewis Lockhart.
Do you want to hear my opening joke?
I want to hear it.
Okay, so
I want to hear this.
This has been my joke for honestly a very long time, and
it's bad.
Oh, it's terrible.
Listeners, I'm just saying this.
I've had this joke since I waited at a bus stop. And I've had this joke since I've waited at a bus stop for a bus, which has been at least now 10 years because I didn't have one in high school. Anyway, so
Here we go.
I always thought that the phrase, I'm not going to word it like this in the comedy show, but anyways, I'm just the gist of it.
This is going to be better for the stand-up.
This is how it's going to go on stage.
No, this is actually how it's going to go on stage, but this is not how I want it to go.
Brace yourselves.
School bus stop. Wow, that's a funny phrase. There's no way you can say that without sounding like an angry German. School bus stop. Meet me at the school bus stop.
Yeah. So, if you want to hear more terrible stand-up, LOL Nachos. Good food, incredibly bad open mic.
Well, we're not sure about that yet, but
No, I had that one comedy routine about like we were talking about the future of like the 50s, how it was like Fallout.
Even if we're not sure, let's get a crowd going there. We want to get people in there to hear, the host of the show do bad stand-up. You want to hear that?
and the guys working seem really nice. Go support them. They're the newest local business in Tallahassee. Show them some love. The food was good. I got a burrito with some pulled pork, and I'd give it a 7 out of 10.
I'm talking about open mic night. They have
Or
happy
do what
hours.
Or do what I want to do, and is like get them to change the law about strip clubs and get us a buffet with a strip club with a buffet. I mean,
What would you name it?
Can you say awesome?
What would you name that? A buffet in a strip club?
I don't know.
Dirty D's strip club.
Bitches and bottles.
My favorite strip club is the one in Mississippi. It's called Scuttlebutts.
Scuttlebutts.
The best strip club. That and Cafe Risque, where they always have a great deal on the roast beef sandwich.
Like I'm gonna start like Jones. I'm gonna start a petition. We should get signatures. You know what? Can we get e-signatures about that? I would really want to get us a strip club.
We can forge some.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, mine looks different each time I sign my name.
Yeah, I will forge the shit out your listeners. I will forge the shit out your signatures, and we'll get this thing popping.
I'll sign 50 with my right hand and 50 with my left.
And I'll sign 50 with my right, 50 with my left, and 10 with my toe.
I mean, that's
With my foot. I can write let's
no, with just your toe. Now it's just your toe. You got to tape it to your toe. And just
Hey,
use
I
your
have
toe.
talent like that, ladies.
But so yeah, today was a good day. We drank some. Well, I did. Y'all didn't. Y'all didn't show up. But we had a good time and went to LOL Nachos and came back here, hung out, and decided to do this podcast. So, what's the special event that we're doing today? What's the special event?
So I am happy to announce the 2017 Movie Monster Battle Royale Draft.
Yes.
And it's going to be between me and Romero, and we have some guest judges and
Jones.
Evan, and our past guest Jacob Thomas. And over the next couple of weeks, we're just going to break down this Sweet 16 bracket style tournament.
Wait. I disqualify Jacob because he likes hackers. I can't have anybody that likes that
You are the
movie.
biggest hater of
Hackers is a good movie.
It is a good movie.
Hackers-
Why do you hate that movie so
Hackers
much?
is
Is
a
it
movie.
only because Jake likes it?
I feel like it is. You think
I
he's a
think that
hipster?
movie is terrible, and Hackers is a movie, not a good movie.
Oh, have you seen his vlog yet?
Vlog.
His vlog. It's actually pretty good. I like it.
Vlog.
It's very well done.
Is it a YouTube vlog?
Yeah, it's a YouTube vlog. Well, I have to watch it at the break, but I like it. It's decent. It has a good message and whatnot.
Well, our producer just says it needs work. So, yeah.
Well,
I haven't watched it yet, but he did send me the private link, and I am looking forward to watching it.
And producer.
and we're gonna
not
have
editor,
this
producer.
draft we're
Producer DJ.
gonna have. It has a bunch of people in it. I'm gonna name a few. The Movie Monster draft that is 2017. The likes of Jason Voorhees, Chucky, Terminator, Predator, Freddy Krueger, The Fly, The Thing, Wolfman, Dracula. We got a lot of people in it.
Just to name a few.
And when we come back after this break, we're going to break down how the battle's going to work, because obviously we can't fight them, and we're going to work it out so you can hear it and judge yourself who wins. We got a good system going on. We're going to have a draft. It's going to be fluid. And when we come back, we're going to tell you how it's going to work. Yeah, baby. This is the Void Podcast, Jones. Welcome back to the Void Podcast. And this segment and the future segments on this podcast are going to be the 2017 Movie Monster Battle Royale Draft. What is that, you're wondering? Well, DJ Levi and Romero, Two Phones Jones, will be drafting this podcast out of a pool of 22 movie monsters. The likes of Chucky, Leprechaun, Wolfman, Pumpkinhead, you get the idea. It's going to be good. Now, when they battle, we're going to set up a scenario. I will read off the situation these two monsters are in. And they will volley back and forth their arguments on why their monster would win. And they would use the environment to their advantage. This podcast is the draft only. The next few podcasts, we will battle out the 16 teams, 8 each, that they have drafted out of this pool of 22. And without further ado, let us begin the 2017 Movie Monster Battle Royale Draft. And we will begin this with a coin flip to see who picks first in the 2017 Movie Monster Battle Royale Draft. All right, let's go ahead. Flip that coin, baby.
All right, Romero, call it in the air. You ready?
Tails.
Let the mic show what it is.
As the mic can see and show all the people, it is indeed Tails. So, Romero Williams, you are officially on the clock.
Jones.
All right, so while he's deciding who he's going to pick,
can we thank our sponsor first? Our trusty sponsor. What's their name again? Oh, yeah. Pepsi Fire.
it sucks.
It sucks.
Incredibly bad.
Worst soda I think that's ever been invented. I'm sorry.
And they
Pepsi.
keep trying to push it. They keep trying to pair it with the Nintendo Switch.
Exactly. You spiking soda with cinnamon like that?
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah, really good for the summer, too. Why didn't they make Pepsi Ice for the summer?
Why didn't they bring back Pepsi Blue?
Yeah, Pepsi Blue. You know the fans want it.
I don't understand it. Now, before we tasted it, we were told it tastes like Fireball and Pepsi mixed together without the alcohol, and that is very accurate. It is disgusting. It is the only soda that I've taken one sip out of and thrown away. I think you did the same thing.
I did do the same thing.
Romero, you did the same thing.
It wasn't very good.
Very much the same thing.
There was no second sip. There was no, wow, that first taste could have been a mistake.
That was like cinnamon throw up in my mouth. Just so everyone knows.
So to our sponsors, please don't continue making these sodas.
Ever.
It doesn't even taste good with Fireball.
Honestly, I would have rather bought a mashed potatoes flavored Pepsi solely because of the funny.
It would be good.
It's
called vodka.
Wait, mashed potatoes flavor, is that a thing or you guys?
It's not a thing.
I mean, it should
I
be.
thought you were fucking with me. So
I'll say, is it Two Phones Jones or Gullible?
Because
Jones?
you know it's bad. Like no one's
I just had to make sure that wasn't a thing.
Gullible Jones, baby.
That's a cool name. That's a cool name.
But yeah, Pepsi Fire. One of the not even one of the worst. It is the worst.
We interrupt your current programming to bring to you the 2017 Movie Monster Battle Royale Draft live from Tallahassee, Florida.
Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the 2017 Monster Movie Draft. You know what I'm saying here. Hey,
You know it.
give me another beer, will y'all? Hey, I'm here coming live from Tallahassee, Florida for this draft. I got my
850,
buddy
baby.
Brucey Ferreira.
850, baby.
Say hey, Brucey.
Yo, Brucey, what up? Here
Whoa.
I am. I'm on it.
Hey, what are you doing over there? We're recording here. Close that door. The crowd's coming in. I hear the noise. Shut the door, will ya? I'm Charcoal West here. We're coming live from Tallahassee. You already know it. The draft there is between DJ Levi and Romero. They're drafting some movie monsters. And right on the court, right in front of the stage, you got my protege. You got my best friend. I found him under a bus. Louis Lockhart. Hey, he's a man. I tell you what, huh?
Hey, let me introduce
Go ahead.
the other man, the guest,
Okay.
Evan McCoy. You already know him. You know his name.
Hey, grab me that beer, will ya?
Let's get it, baby.
All right. Hey, take it down to them. Hey, they're right there on
Take
the
it
floor.
down, take it down.
Put the mic on them, baby.
man.
Wow. That duo's been around Tallahassee for a long time. Past 30 years, they've made a name for themselves in this city. What a staple of the community, Charcoal West and old Brucey. Can't get enough of them. I'm Louis Lockhart. Joined by my side is Evan McCoy.
I'm here.
We're here on the showroom floor, feet away from the 2017 Movie Monster Battle Royale Draft. And wow, first pick is in the 2017 Movie Monster Battle Royale Draft. First pick, Romero, Two Phones Jones. Let's listen in.
Jones. So, with not much deliberation, this guy is like a complete powerhouse. Just completely epic. The reputation speaks for itself. We actually share the same birthday. My number one pick, Jason Voorhees.
Wow.
Let's go.
Wow.
You got to have an enforcer, and Jason is the top enforcer.
Wow. And the crowd's going wild right now. That is honestly,
That's a good pick. I wouldn't really call it a sleeper, but it's a good pick.
yeah, that's a solid pick. That is
Solid pick.
Yeah, no, that's a safe pick. And up next, DJ Levi, your pick is up. Hey, Romero, have you ever been on the computer and worried about being bored? Well, our next sponsor says, don't be bored. Be hard.
Jesus.
Brazzers, the champions of porn. Thank you, Brazzers, for sponsoring this 2017 Movie Monster Battle Royale Draft. Romero, tell us, how has Brazzers changed your life?
It actually has not.
It has.
Pornhub.
You wouldn't be here today without the help of Brazzers. Their helping hand and their strong grip.
But sorry to interject here. I like Pornhub's strong, hard takes on issues such as helping everyday couples spice up their sex lives. You know, without the hard, gripping, fast-paced moving opinions of Pornhub, where will we be in society?
Of course. But not to be left alone in the dark, X Videos, a site that brings dreams to reality. A
And
site,
spills them all over your face.
and it drips down the chin the sweet juices of content running wild in the veins of the search engine. A video is just a click away. That should be their slogan. It's not, but it should be.
It should be.
It should be. That's a very solid slogan. And looks like the pick's in.
All right.
Walking up to the stage, DJ Levi. Confidence is broad and forefront on his face. Let's see who he picks.
With the second pick in the 2017 Movie Monster Battle Royale Draft, myself, DJ Levi, selects Michael Myers, center, Haddonfield Community College.
And what a strapping young man he is. We're watching the highlights right now. Look at his form on that knife. A masterpiece. An artist with the blade. Michael Myers, a solid pick in the 2017 draft. And a pick that everyone wants themselves. And DJ, bring us in. Tell us what went through your mind when you were choosing MM.
Well, I just thought about the time I went and saw a Haddonfield Community College swim meet, and I saw his triple axel, and it was just the form on it was outstanding.
I remember that. That was on ESPN Top 10.
The Ocho, ESPN the Ocho Top 10.
Yeah, right.
Very.
And he is he's a good man. Heart of gold, right?
Physicality is amazing.
I mean, he's had no run-in with the police.
None.
Couple.
They call him the Boogeyman, but I'm not sure why. The shape. The big pale man. Pale horse, pale rider, you know.
And for God's sakes, he has a mask that's in the face shape of William Shatner, so you can't beat that.
And that's always
Can't
a plus.
beat
But
that. What a beautiful man.
Can't wait to sign the guy. Can't wait to meet him, really.
Yeah. Oh, he's a great
He
guy.
seems like the strong, silent type, kind of like Voorhees. But they always come through in the clutch.
And look, the live feed from Michael Myers' house, surrounded by family and friends. He is just cheering. And they're popping champagne bottles. And he's dancing in the rain of the champagne. And just excited to be drafted. The first overall pick by DJ Levi. I am so happy for that young man. To get a shot to win this battle royale. Wow. What a great experience this must be for him.
Nothing but excitement on that face.
And the next pick is going to be coming from Romero. His second pick will be coming up on the next break. This is the Void Podcast.
Jones.
Welcome back to the 2017 Movie Monster Battle Royale Draft. We've had Jason Voorhees picked at number 1 overall by Romero Two Phones Jones. And number 2, first overall by DJ Levi, Michael Myers MM. Nothing? I thought you were going to...
I'm just going to remain silent. I don't want him to have the Greg Oden syndrome where the big guys like break their foot. So I think I want him to have a long career.
All right. So
I'm just praying for the young man.
second pick overall by Romero, third pick overall in the draft is up. And you've had the break to decide. But before you decide, this segment is brought to you by MuscleTees.com, where we like your muscle shirt. And I'm sure there are muscles underneath that muscle shirt, complemented by that beautiful set of tits. The pig's in. He's walking out of the curtain onto the stage, onto the podium. The crowd's wild. Listen to him. Wow.
With much deliberation, I've had advisors, I've had scouts, I've had plenty of people look at this guy for a number of years. His legacy speaks for itself. From Penn State, his alma mater, Penn State University, I'm drafting number 2, Pinhead.
Wow!
From Hellraiser.
This is a surprise. I did not think he was going to be drafted at all. Evan, what's your opinion on Pinhead, the movie that you love so much?
Oh, I love Pinhead so much. I literally could tell you all about Pinhead.
You've seen it 17 times.
18.
18 times. The thing about Pinhead that no one knows, let me tell you this. The thing about
He has
Pinhead,
pins in his head.
he has a bunch of them. And not only that, he has a cube. He carries it around. It's a Rubik's Cube of death, some people say.
Of death.
DJ, I'm going to get your interview real quick. Give me a 2 cents. How do you feel about Romero's pick?
It's a strong pick. He's quite the adversary. I look forward to battle with him. Sure.
I love that confidence. Next pick is up. DJ, you're up next. The pick is yours.
With the 4th overall pick in the 2017 Movie Monster Battle Royale Draft, my team selects Freddy Krueger.
Wow. Talk about a pick.
In Your Dreams University, shooting guard.
I hope all the monsters dream.
They're going to put him to sleep. That's the question. How is he going to use Freddy Krueger's ability in the sleep universe versus the awake universe? There's a lot of movies.
Looks like we'll have to wait and see, won't we?
We will. And let's speculate for just a half a second. There's a lot of movies that Freddy Krueger's in. A lot of movies that he battles outside of the dream world.
Which he sucks.
Well, that's going to be left up for the actual fights. So you can calm your tits, dude. But so there's a lot of movies he has to go by, and another solid pick. Evan, real quick, give me your 2 cents. How do you feel about Freddy Krueger being picked? You've seen some of his movies, I'm sure.
Correct,
Actually,
yeah.
You've seen them all, haven't you?
Actually, not all of them. But
All of them.
Yeah, no, I've definitely seen a few. But no, I honestly, I'm looking at the list, and I see a few that I would have picked, before a few of these.
So, do
other
you think
people.
his overall draft quality? Do you think Freddy Krueger falls in?
Sensing a bust here. Bust.
Well,
That's what
actually, I
you're
was
saying.
not here for his first pick, so can
It was
you
Michael
bring me up to
Myers.
speed? Michael Myers and Freddy Krueger were his
Yes.
2 picks. Okay, and Romero, you got
Jason Voorhees.
Jason
And Pinhead.
and Pinhead.
Okay, well, I think there's 2 definitely that I can think of right now that I would have.
Don't say it.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely
Don't
not going to say
speak.
it. But no, it's taking me by surprise.
Now,
Yeah.
as it has all of us, but he knows his limits. He knows who he has to draft. He knows the potential of them.
And I'm sure they're creating their story and
Oh,
their
yeah.
argument.
Oh, yeah. So, third pick for Romero, Two Phones Jones. He's in with the pick. He's coming onto the stage right now. Let's hear. Let's listen in.
All right. I didn't know, I was confused for a second about where I wanted to go with this, but I'm pretty sure this is a solid pick for us, and we're going to go, classic. Like, you can't even think of Monster without mentioning him. Classic. Dracula.
Wow. Another good pick, solid pick, and a pick that, honestly, I would have waited and let him fall. Me personally, I would let him fall later on into the draft. A pick that I feel there are monsters on the board that are better than Dracula in a lot of sense. A classic movie monster, yes. A lot of flaws, and yes. A lot of potential, yes. A lot of movies to go by, again. But how is he going to go against Michael Myers, people may say? The live feed right now, Dracula, look on the board, folks. There he is walking around Transylvania Castle. My God, drinking out of a goblet. He's celebrating with no one around him, but clearly you can see a smile on his face. What an exciting moment for him.
I think it's a sleeper pick. Like you said, like you mentioned, I don't think, maybe he could have waited a little while to draft Dracula.
But what if someone
I think it
chose
is a
him?
sleeper pick.
What if someone chose him
Right.
later on?
But do you feel the value as, would you rather have someone pick him or wait?
That's the thing that you have to wonder. It is a pick that it takes a lot of risk to draft him early because there are monsters you don't want to fall, right? There's monsters that you could have chosen earlier that may have been better, but you do want Dracula on your team. So it is kind of a, double-edged sword on where you take him. I'm not going to diss the pick or where you picked him, but we'll see where it goes when we get into the fights. This portion of the podcast is being brought to you by Ed Discount Department Store, where you're sure to receive a friendly smile with any minimum $5 purchase.
That's my go-to place.
That is a store that brings smiles to everyone. DJ, you've recently shopped there.
Yeah, actually got my last year's Halloween decorations there. They have a good selection of foam bats. And not like baseball bats, I mean like foam, like vampire bats.
Jeez.
Is it solid foam? Is it good quality?
A nice composite foam.
Is it Dracula?
It's
Foam Dracula.
When we come back from the break, we will resume with DJ Levi's third pick. This is the Void Podcast. Welcome back to the Void Podcast and the 2017 Monster Battle Royale Draft. DJ Levi is up next with his third pick overall. He's walking up to the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, let's listen in.
With the 2017 Movie Monster Battle Royale 6th overall pick, I select the Creeper from Jeepers Creepers out of Kennesaw State, wide receiver.
A pick that I like. Honestly,
That's actually a great receiver because he can fly.
he can fly, and he can. People say he can fly down the field, and he literally can
And
fly.
he was high on the what was it called again?
Tommy Jarvis big board.
Tommy Jarvis big board.
He is high on the Tommy Jarvis big board, and a pick I think was appropriate. A mid-level pick. I wouldn't
Yeah.
say he would fall below. He shouldn't.
Right.
And
I
a
think-
third pick
yeah.
overall. It's a good pick.
I see him in the top 10.
He has a lot of pros, a lot of cons with him.
You tell Justin Long he's going 6th overall. Justin Long's like, hey, that guy should have been 1st overall. He wore my fucking face. All right.
He did. With the 4th overall pick coming from Romero, Two Phones Jones. He's walking up to the stage now, and a face of determination on him. He knows who he's getting, and he looks confident. Let's listen in.
Okay, with our next pick, we confidently, wholeheartedly choose the Predator.
Yes! And the crowd has exploded in excitement.
That, for me, was a pick I would have picked
Early on, right?
very early on.
And does it surprise you that Dracula went before Predator?
Yes, it does. I don't think Dracula, for me, I feel like Dracula would have came, after Predator, but not much after.
Right.
I'm just surprised. Maybe his draft stock wasn't. I don't know how well he did in his.
In his movies? Well,
Well, no, I know how well he did in his movies.
Yeah.
But maybe his draft stock or his draft stock. I'm sorry, just fell.
yeah, and this is no surprise that Predator is in my top 3 favorite movies of all time. I know a lot about Predator. I know what he's capable of. The fact that he was selected this late in the draft, I'm surprised, but a good pick.
It's still technically early.
It's still
in the
early.
draft.
It's
Well,
still early.
mid-draft,
And there's a
but-
lot of people to choose from out of all the
Right,
monsters
right.
available. We have 22 monsters, and 7 have been chosen. So honestly, a good pick, great pick. I think he's gonna do well in the battle.
Yeah.
And walking up to the stage now, DJ Levi. He's walking up to the podium. He's tapping on the mic. Is his pick in? Looks like his pick's in. Let's listen in.
With the 8th overall pick in the 2017 Movie Monster Battle Royale Draft, we proudly select The Thing.
Yes, yes, yes. The Thing, and that is a monster that, truthfully, is almost unstoppable in my eyes. And I know Two Phones Jones. Let's get your take on this. The Thing being chosen. Was he on your Tommy Jarvis big board?
He was very versatile pick. I mean, the fact, it's so hard to get rid of that guy.
He's tough.
Just all over it. Like he's almost an entire team himself, and his camouflage. See, the thing about it is, we chose Predator over him because of the camouflage ability of Predator. But it's
The
entirely
Thing has its
matched.
camouflage ability
Yeah.
on itself.
Yeah,
and if you've watched the
it's very
2011 remake, it shows that he is very powerful when he goes straight for attacking versus stealth. And it's a great pick, a solid pick. Another one of those picks that, since there are so many good movie monsters, it's hard to say really he should have gone higher. But a pick that wouldn't have been surprised if he went number 1 overall. It was a pick that fell this late, it was almost a risk letting that happen. And next up, Romero. With his 4th overall pick, halfway through his picking list, out of his 8, he's walking up to the podium. He high-fives DJ Levi as he walks off. And he does a little twirl before he gets to the podium. And with the 4th overall pick from Romero, let's listen in.
Well, with a response for the pick for the thing, we definitely, he was on our board for
The Tommy Jarvis big board.
Yeah, Tommy Jarvis big board for actually the first couple rounds. We didn't think he would fall here, but we're definitely gonna accommodate that by letting him join our team. My next pick is going to be, a very famous pick. We're glad to have him. He is a very, very versatile person.
Well, who is it?
It is Pennywise.
Oh! That is someone who I didn't think was going to get drafted.
Yes.
You talk about a bust or a must. Pennywise is one that I feel there's not a lot of content on him. I haven't actually seen the movie he's in. What was it? Nicolas Cage starred as it, right?
No, it's Tim Curry.
Oh, my bad. Very, very easy mistake to make. I'm picked that. Have you seen it?
It's actually such a long movie. To be honest,
How long is it? Do you know?
It's two parts to a miniseries.
It's a TV. It was a TV show, right?
It was
TV
a
movie.
TV movie. But
And
a lot of people. That's
they're doing a
misconception.
remake, but Pennywise is merciless. He literally.
Don't tell us.
Well,
wait till the battle.
let me speculate on this. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but he does only go after children, correct?
Oh,
So I just think that may be a bust pick because, I mean, we don't know how he can stand up towards anything else but children.
don't
No.
argue.
Don't
Wait until the
that's just
battle.
my speculation, and I said, maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong, but
Not to cut you off, but here's DJ Levi walking up to the podium, and these are rapid fire picks coming in. And wow, look at his strut. I mean, just a beautiful strut, 10 out of 10 form. Here he comes to the podium. Let's listen in.
All right, we wanted the pure inside linebacker for our next choice. Coming out of Texas State. You better get your chainsaws ready because we are drafting Leatherface.
Oh,
there he goes.
wow. And that's a strong pick, a very strong, and that is a hardy, a heart of gold, a face of steel, an arm of wood, a tree trunk for a torso, and a blade that would slice through anyone's confidence.
And I know he was kind of mid-range when it came to Tommy Jarvis's big board, but
Tommy Jarvis had him, yeah.
Did you see Michelle Pfeiffer's big board? Not Mel Kiper, Michelle Pfeiffer's big board, all right? This ain't the NFL, all right?
and a pick that, Evan, I knew we were talking at the break. You really wanted to see him go about this range, and were you surprised? Were you expecting DJ to pick him? Was that more of a Romero type pick that now we're not going to see him utilize that kind of pick? His strengths?
I honestly think that pick could have gone both ways. I think where he got picked was where I saw him get picked.
It's appropriate.
Yeah. It's just one of those classic horror films. You
Yeah,
know?
and he has a chainsaw for a weapon.
Right.
Now, he is vulnerable. We have seen that. It's a pick that you're going to have to finagle. You're going to have to use some of his strengths. Maybe his house, if that's a part of it, part of the scenario. Maybe he uses the house. Maybe the chainsaw is so frightening, though. But will it frighten a Jason? Will it frighten a Pennywise? They're killers themselves.
Right.
We don't know. But a pick that's strong and easily usable. It's a pick that you could definitely argue either way. And coming out of the curtain from behind the podium, Romero, Two Phones Jones, walking up to the podium, and he's got a paper in hand with the pick. Let's listen in.
Jones. And now I'm going to shock the world. This is a pick that literally could have been first in any draft. I know he was high on the board. He has the most.
I think I know what it is.
Some of the most potential out of any of our candidates in the draft.
This could be huge.
He's worked with less in every situation he's been in.
Okay.
I think he's the closest monster that would be comparable to Tom Brady. I'm gonna pick T-800 from Terminator.
Not who I was thinking of during that rant, but I agree with it. A great pick. Arnold Schwarzenegger, the pecs of steel, literally. A pick that has been in the best, arguably the best sequel of all time. I disagree with it. We've had this talk before.
Because if you think on those terms, he always had to work with less. He always overcame.
Now, Evan, a Man of Steel that is hard to kill by humans. How do you think he's going to hold up to, let's say, Leatherface? Do you think this is going to be a good matchup with DJ's picks?
Yes.
Do you think that's a solid choice?
I think it is, and actually, I am surprised he did go this low. Yeah, we've only seen him against humans, but we know his strengths.
Yes. Now, when he did fight the T-1000, which I honestly thought T-1000 would be picked over the T-800 based on the movie itself, So whatever, but a good pick, maybe pick because of it's Arnie,
Right.
But a pick that I agree with, thumbs up, and a pick that you have a lot to work with on.
I think if you just pick Arnie himself, he's
literally just Arnie. Even now, he's good. All right, so DJ Levi, he's on a skateboard, coming up to the stage at a very low speed. In fact, he's actually he's walking to the stage now with a skateboard underneath his arm. Here he comes to his
Had some
podium.
rusty bearings. I'm sorry. All right. We would like to announce the next pick for our team in this year's draft is going to the arch nemesis of the T-800, the T-1000.
Oh, the pick that I thought would happen with the T-800.
Before they,
He got injured mid-season, so we were kind of sketchy on picking him, but he's back to full form now.
Now, here's the thing with the T-1000. You don't have a lot to go by, but let's say the T-800 and the T-1000 meet up in the Battle Royale. There is going to be a lot of evidence throwing each way because they fight. It's almost like a Freddy versus Jason type thing. There's a lot of things that the movie's already shown about it, and a lot of things that didn't. There's expanded universes. There are things out there that you can use to your advantage. There's Easter eggs in different Terminator movies about that. So when you use that to your advantage, I think it's a good pick. You have a lot to work with as far as being able to form the different things. Almost like the Thing, he's able to take the form of different people. So a good pick, yes. A little bit lower than I thought, yes. If I was drafting, he honestly probably been in my top 2. But, whoa! Romero's walking onto the stage. Oh! And the crowd's going wild. He does a little Shooter McGavin finger point to the crowd as he sidesteps to the podium. Here he comes. Let's listen in.
I mean, given my opponent's tactical moves, this next pick was just easy pickings. Another pick that I really wanted to draft earlier, but I really had to structure my team so to be a little bit more more competitive towards my opponent. But I'm gonna go Alien.
Oh my lord, he has Alien and Predator on the same team, and a pick that.
How about that?
Oh, and you can see.
Cash me outside with that one.
We got to interview him. We got DJ Levi. Get on the mic here. What is your thoughts on that pick? Because I know you wanted him. Well, he's a pick that I thought fell too low again.
I personally would have picked him number 1.
Number 1 overall. That was my pick, number 1 overall. And when he hadn't been called this late, I thought he wasn't going to be called at all. And now he's fallen this far, and he's got picked up by a person who already has Predator. So now you can't argue the Predator-Alien thing if they were to match up. DJ, tell us, that pick, I know he was on your draft board.
It was going to be our next pick, and we do feel snaked by this pick by Romero's team. I think he fell because, towards the end of the season, he did lose his face hugger. That kind of hurt his draft stock a little bit. But I remember looking at Tommy Jarvis's and Michelle Pfeiffer's big board.
Tommy Jarvis had him high.
So did Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah.
Right up there, top 3, I think. Mm-hmm. So, that's a great pick by him. We respect that pick because we were going to go with it.
And he has a lot of weapons that aren't the shoulder cannon. They're just literally his body. In the movies, he's called
pretty
the
jealous of that
organism.
pick, actually.
Right. Even when he gets cut. Or,
he has acid blood.
Exactly.
What are you going to do about that?
That's exactly.
Hold off with that.
Yeah, good pick.
When we come back, we're going to wrap up this draft. This is the Void Pod. Welcome back to the Void Podcast. And this is the 2017 Movie Monster Battle Royale Draft and the 14th pick overall. DJ Levi's 7th pick is in. He's walking to the podium. Here we go. Let's listen in.
Alrighty. With our 7th pick overall, we choose the Brundlefly from the movie The Fly.
A pick that I honestly wouldn't choose.
Go
myself.
Jeff Goldblum! Woo!
Jeff Goldblum is a hero of mine. Saved my life. He saved me from drowning when I was 8 years old off the coast of India. And he was a good man, a good, strong man. He did his fly impression. Whenever he saved me, I was on the boat. He did a little sound, and it brought me back to life instantly. A pick that I honestly didn't think was going to be in this draft. A pick that I will be interested to see how it is worked into a battle. A pick that surprises me, to say the least. And it was low on the Tommy Jarvis big board, but that does not mean it's a bad pick. It can be worked. We talked before the draft. DJ told me that that's a strong pick of his. I believed him. And how is he going to work it in? You got movies to show. You have a lot of evidence. You have a lot of powers. You have a lot of strengths with the fly. I would love to see how it comes into play.
I mean, I can't talk about this pick much. Just the only thing, I actually never seen the movie, but the only thing I do really know about him is his vomit. Correct? Doesn't he vomit?
Oh yeah, it melts him. Melts him.
Yeah, I'm not really aware if he has any other things.
Have you ever spit? Have you ever spat on cotton candy? It's the same effect, except with human skin. And walking backwards to the stage at a weird angle, Romero Two Phones Jones has his last pick, the 15th pick overall. It's in, folks. Let's listen in. This is live.
Even though this is my last pick, I just want to make sure everyone knows this is an epic pick. A member of Justice League Dark. I loved his movies as a kid. My final pick, the 8th pick, is the powerhouse Swamp Thing. Let's go.
And that's a pick I really don't have too much to say about. Romero is a journeyman in the field of movie monsters. I think that's a solid pick if he chooses it last. But I feel like there's some better picks on the board, and we'll go over those in a little bit. But a pick that surprises me, a pick that we'll see how it works. Honestly, it's the same as last pick. It's just one of those, well, we'll see. He's strong. I do know that. But how is he going to hold up to the likes of DJ's picks? Well, we'll find out. Especially with this last pick, Mr. Irrelevant, Mr. Unwanted, the last pick in the 2017 Movie Monster Battle Royale, the 8th pick with DJ Levi. He's coming up to the podium in a normal fashion. Here we go. Let's listen in.
With the final pick of the 2017 Movie Monster Battle Royale Draft, Mr. Irrelevant goes to the one they call Candyman.
A pick that I do not like.
Our Tom Brady.
A pick that I think is going to lose early on.
Easy picker.
We heard it first from Two Phones. It's a pick that, well, what do you think about it? You've seen the movie Candyman. And it's a movie that I feel like he's not going to hold his own. He's not going to hold his own weight. And we're going to go over these picks that weren't chosen. I guarantee you I'm going to find 2 or 3 that I easily, within a second. Okay, here we go. I got the list in front of me right now. Frankenstein, right there. That's a good one. What about Wolfman? Wolfman's a good one. I think that's better. I'm not trying to shit on this pick. Romero, real quick, give me your 20-second. What do you think about that pick? Are you upset that you weren't able to pick him? Even though you had a chance to and you didn't. But
actually, Candyman is I mean, it has a connection to my childhood, a good movie. But the limitations on the character are apparent. I'll get more into that, more in depth as we go on into further into the draft and into the battles. The limitations, I mean, it's similar limitations on Pinhead, but not as much as like when it comes down to Candyman. It's,
right.
his deficiencies are just, I mean, they're too spot on. But I'll get more into that as we get into battles.
I love it. And Evan, what do you think about this pick? Last pick of the draft, 16th pick, Mr. Irrelevant. A pick that I'm very interested to see how is worked into the fight.
I would say, is he the only black pick? Is he the only black?
Let's not talk about that, folks.
Here we go.
Mr. Affirmative Action. That's what we're going to call him.
That's something that you probably didn't realize until just now. And we like to keep it that way.
Well, it's usually the black people that get killed in the movie.
Oh. And you did say he was going to get killed early on.
Well, if you want to go off like history, usually the character that looks like you, Beach Blonde over there, gets killed first.
That's true. And usually in a terrible way. Usually I'm actually the one who survives. The awkwardly shaped man usually survives and does like the comedy relief at the end. Like, oh, guys, I didn't know you were still alive. You know? So I'm safe, dude. I'm safe. And this is going to wrap it up in the 2017 Movie Monster Battle Royale Draft. Over the next oncoming podcast, we will have the battle. We will fight the first round on the one of the sides. We'll tell you who's fighting who in the bracket. And PJ, you got anything to say before I wrap it up?
Yeah, let's give a shout out to everybody that is usually on our podcast, but isn't around right now. Like Jake. Jake's usually around.
And Kyle for lending his laptop.
Kyle's in the Bahamas. I hope you're having fun.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Just in case you listen to this before you get back, I hope your trip is fun.
Yeah.
Jake, pick up the phone a little bit more in Orlando, you piece of shit.
Please. Please. And thank you for everyone who listens to us. Thank you for supporting us. And
thanks to our good friend Evan for coming on today.
Yeah, dude. Thanks.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely been a pleasure.
Evan's great, man.
Yeah. It's been a pleasure, guys.
You can come back anytime.
You can come on my back anytime. Perfect. This is a podcast that we hope that you enjoyed. And it's a podcast that's going to continue in this theme. We're going to have this battle. We're going to have these victories. We're going to have people cry. We're going to have people fight. There is going to be blood. There is going to be death between the monsters. It's going to be a good battle.
The dark side.
And we hope that if you've listened this far that you enjoyed it. And if you enjoyed it, make sure to follow us on Twitter, which is going to be in our description. Email us. Tweet us, and make sure to subscribe on iTunes. We do this for fun. We do this on our off time. We all have jobs, and we do it because we like podcasting. We like talking about this stuff. And if you like hearing about it, please support us by subscribing or tweeting us, whatever. We want to hear you talk to us. We talk to you guys. We want to hear you talk to us. And the only ways to do that is through Twitter, through emailing, and through Facebook. You know, when we post this stuff.
We really want to hear what you guys have to
really do.
Talk about too.
Yeah, make sure if you have a topic that you want us to talk about, let us know. And
thank you to LOL Nachos for the dinner.
Yeah, LOL Nachos. Come on.
FYI, this is a monster battle. Darth Vader, being that I'm an avid Star Wars fan, Darth Vader should definitely be in
I was just about to bring that up.
Darth Vader.
I thought about it, but there's so many variables of the lightsaber.
That would have been my number one pick.
But thank you guys for listening. This is the Void Podcast.